Hey guys, Moose here. We are back with some more Life is Feudal Forest Village. And we are hopefully on our way to a successful winter, finally. Got very low on food here. Good on meat, but very low on vegetables. And we are finally harvesting both of our major farms. Third one's not in use currently due to lack of manpower. But if we comfortably make it through this winter, I'm going to consider building either... I think I gotta go for another house. I think that's the only sane choice here. I'd like to do another bakery, but if I don't have manpower for the third farm, I'm definitely not going to have manpower for another bakery. Well, maybe I might. It's only 2 people. We're definitely eating more meat pies than we can handle, so... yeah, we'll have to see. It's late summer, so we got to give them plenty of time to harvest here. Hopefully they're going to get through it, but we don't really know for sure. Is there anything else that I'm having difficulty with? Not really. We use stone. We need building materials, but like those are not life-threatening to not have. We can sustain ourselves. Ooh, tornado. Alright, it's gonna miss us. I'm not concerned about that, but it is a little concerning that there's... oh, maybe it's not gonna... oh, fuck. Please no. Narrowly missed our hunter's lodge, and it seems to be moving away. Please. Yeah, keep going this way. Don't curve around, just drop off the screen. Drop off the... what is this thing doing? This is abnormal behavior for a tornado, I believe. Also, I think it's not actually a tornado, it's a hurricane. Tornadoes form over land, I thought. Well, okay. I don't really know. I'm kind of guessing. Alright, I think we take... you know what? We totally have enough people for another bakery. Let's do that. Because I can just take people off fishing, which I think is the right move. Where the hell was it? Here? Here. There we go. No, come on. One frickin' block. Alright, we'll have to terraform. Okay. What are you gonna do? There we go. That should do it. But yeah, hurricane, I mean, in the US, you know what a hurricane is, kind of, because we get them and they fuck up Florida and the East Coast and, you know, Louisiana all the time. Or at least occasionally. Everyone remembers Katrina. So... well, they don't really remember Katrina. They remember kind of like, I forget who it was, but someone's incompetence in New Orleans dealing with the levees. Which sucks, but, you know, people fuck up. That's gonna happen. It's probably more complex than that, but... that was kind of... I should probably read up about that, actually. Interesting subject, but yeah. I think it was someone fucked up, and that's why it was such a problem. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But I could be totally off base. Yeah, bring material. Lots of people bringing material. Ooh, wait a minute. Santa! Everyone's got Santa hats. That's cool. A little Christmas update. It's after Christmas now. It's actually New Year's. I forgot to mention the... Stonehearth video for today, that that was the first video of the new year, and this will be the second. So, welcome to... oh no, I think I did mention it, because I talked about Trump. Oh well. But yeah, 2017. Welcome to the new year, same as the old year. Not really much changing. Kinda, I feel like as you get older, New Year means really nothing. It's just like, alright, well... do I not have work tomorrow? No, I still have work because I work in a manufacturing job, so guess what? I worked today. I worked fucking New Year's Day. I could have easily worked New Year's Eve, too. Thankfully, I didn't have to. But that's only because we worked hard enough to get our work done ahead of time. So, you know, it's kind of not really a holiday to me at this point. It's mostly just a reason for... like, from my perspective, I only really look at it from other people's activities perspective. That was... you get what I mean, though, hopefully. Like, my only perspective is like, oh, hey, I have less views today because everyone's out, or something like that. Or I have more views because everyone's in. I haven't really been able to figure out, because I've only really had like one or, no, I've had like 3 major holidays now. I don't think New Year's is a major holiday. Is it? Man, I don't know. Like, am I at a touch at that point? Is that me being stupid? Definitely Christmas, definitely Thanksgiving. But is New Year's a major holiday? I don't think it is. It's, man, I don't know. I could go either way on that one. Anyway, point is, I haven't done enough work to really know for sure, like, hey, this is, these are the trends during these holidays. I don't know if it's more or less views, but I've heard that later in the year you get more views. Or maybe it was summer. I can't remember. Alright, potatoes are gone. Everyone... Alright, we need to strategize here, because we have... What's that? 11 more people in the workforce, so we need to make sure that we are staffing what we want to staff. Woodcutter's one of them, for sure. I don't think we need a healer. Get some more clothes in, can't hurt. Carpenter shop is fine as it is for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Definitely want some stone, get 4 people in there. Definitely need some clay, get 4 people in there. And now we have 3 people left and we're going to need a builder. So I think this is actually good. We're going to be short on stone. But that will change very soon. This is good. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think we're going to have an issue here. The main problem that we're going to have is we need to accumulate... Oh, we're doing a hell of a job. Okay. Hunting is kicking ass. Like, to the point where I'm ready to move away from fishing. Hunting appears to be way, way better. So we definitely want to rely on that moving forward, and meat pies definitely seem like a superb option. Vegetable pies might be good too at some point. But we need eggs for it, so I'm kind of thinking no. I would sort of rather make 56 kcals, but that's not that much more than meat pie. What about fruit pie? What does fruit pie look like? Milk. I feel, well, I don't know. We gotta, okay, so we got stuff to figure out, but for now, meat pie is definitely the way to go. That's gonna make our food go further, which is a big, big, big deal. And I think it puts us in a very good position given our food income here, which seems to be very high, that we're going to be able to build a new house pretty much as soon as we have the materials for it. Which may take some time. It may take a year or two to get all the clay and stone gathered up. I think we're good on it. Well, no, we need wood. Oh shit, we need wood. Thankfully wood grows back so fast, it's like kind of trivial to get more of it. Other than the labor. The labor is really the only problem. Do we have another building on fire? Oh, that's not good. Gatherer's hut is totally fucked. Alright, that's okay, we're not using it anyway. It's pretty far away. Now, if the Hunter's Lodge caught on fire and got blown away, that would be a problem. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. Not worried about it right now. I'm much more concerned with the bakery getting built. That's really the primary concern here. That and gathering wood, because we're going to go back to having very little manpower once summer hits here. This is appropriate though. Dead of the winter. A lot of you guys are probably dealing with snow right now. Hopefully not too much. I know I've repeatedly mentioned this, but it does get cold in California too. So it's been... This year wasn't that bad for physical inventory, which we're kind of on the tail end of right now. Wasn't that cold. Mainly because we had a heater, and I wore long underwear. I wore, let's see, okay, what did I wear for PI? I wore dress shoes and dress socks, which are thin. But, like, feet aren't really a problem. Like, when I was in Toronto, I'd wear, like, sandals. Like flip-flops, like, you know, legit sandals. No problem. Through snow. And I had no issue with it, other than potentially slipping, but I have really good balance, so I didn't really have much of an issue. But then I had jeans and long underwear, which helped tremendously. Like, the jeans on their own were okay, but like my legs got real cold, and I got hit by a car when I was in high school, so my knee is not, my knee's okay. Like, I don't think there's any range of movement issues or anything like that. I'm pretty good, but it still hurts when it gets cold. So I definitely had, like, that's going on. It can ache a little bit in the cold. So I was really kind of uncomfortable. So after the first shift over there, I went home, put on some long underwear, and came back, and then no problem. Totally warm enough, no issue whatsoever. And then for upper body, turtleneck, which I always wear, sweater, which I always wear, and then wool coat over it. And so when I say sweater, I mean hoodie, really. And then a scarf, just for good measure. And man, God, scarf, like, I look like a dumbass, because it wasn't that cold, and I was wearing all this shit, including a wool coat and a scarf, which were, like, highly visible. But fuck it, man, I felt so good. It is so good to, like, when you're cold, to, like, breathe into a scarf that's over your mouth and, like, have the heat from your breath echo back into your face. Just feels amazing. I love that feeling so much. Especially, like, I'm used to only feeling it when the rest of my body is freezing cold, like when I'm outside, because why would you wear a scarf like that inside? But, well, sometimes it feels good, man. So, if you happen to be cold at home, maybe, you know, if you got a scarf, I'm lucky mine are felt. It's not like a wool scarf that would be scratchy as fuck on my face. Even though wool scarves are stylish as hell, but they're like fleece. Yeah, they're fleece, I think. Like, one is just really thick and soft. It's amazing. Just gigantic, light gray fucking fleece scarf. I love that thing. You know, if you're cold at home, just throw it on your face a little and enjoy. Because damn does it feel good. Definitely don't want to make bread looking at that. I didn't even... Well, maybe I do. Is it faster? 2.3 minutes? Hell no. No, I'm not making bread. No way. Not when I have these. Like, if we get tight, I definitely see the benefit to making bread. But the way things are right now, zero fucking chance. Where are the builders? 4 bakers. Yeah, let's take off one of each. We do not need fish to the degree that we once did. You guys go away. Early spring. Yeah. Clay, get off that. Let's see how many people we have left. I think this will do it. 4 more. 10 people. Okay. We got 2 left. I don't want to fuck with the hunters because I don't want to mess with the good thing we got going with our meat here. Teacher stays, bakers stay, windmill guy stays. Yeah, we're good. No, we need to get rid of these two douchebags. I forgot about them. I don't know why I missed the ones there. Alright, so I don't want to do potatoes here. I would like to do wheat, I guess. Definitely don't need flax. Don't need hay. Don't need oats. Yeah, wheat, go for it. And then we got one person left over to do whatever. That's fine. He'll just cut down trees all year. Be a manly lumberjack. Tell people he's Canadian or something. It's like playing. It feels like I'm playing Lemmings or something when they have all these hats. I don't know why. I don't think I ever really like. Lemmings aren't red; they're blue and skin tone, and then green. So I don't know. But for some reason, it reminds me of that, even though I never really played Lemmings as a kid. I think my uncle had it. My uncle was awesome. I don't know what I played. I think my dad had Simant, and that might have been the first game that I really... No. There were other games, like, there was a racing... Oh, it was great. When I was a kid, we had a old shitty Mac, like one of the earlier ones, Mac 3 or something, I can't remember. I don't think my dad still has it, but he still has like one of those suitcase computers where it, like the keyboard folds into the monitor and the case, and it's like the whole thing turns into a suitcase. That was pretty fucking cool. He still has that, and it still runs. So I'll probably inherit that at some point and, you know, be... no more worker. I forgot about the orchard. I'll probably inherit that at some point and like have it somewhere that's like, hey kids, check it out. Check out how shitty computers used to be. And they'll think it's stupid and boring, and I'll think it's like awesome and cool, and then, you know, normal. But we had a racing game on it that I barely remember. And the only reason I remember it is because I keep telling the story to people, but it's funny because if I crash the car, it would crash the computer. So every time you crash, you have to restart the whole fucking thing. And like no one would have the patience for that shit these days, ever. Zero chance. But it was fun. And as a kid, it was amazing to me. And then I got, I think my dad had we went over to Windows at some point, and my dad had Simant. And that was awesome, even though I was absolutely terrified of the antlions as a kid. That was horrifying. But I got used to it, and I've actually put a lot of hours in the Simant. It's one of my... I wouldn't go back and play it. Like, I'd like to go back and play it now for nostalgia reasons, but I can't get it to run, and I don't think I'd really enjoy it that much. It'd just be kind of funny to play, which is fine. It doesn't need to be amazing. It's not supposed to. It's an old game, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was I liked it back then because I was never thinking about, oh, this is an art, like, oh, this is like band. There was no, this is like anything. It was, this is a new thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know who came up with this or why, what inspired them. It's all novel and mystery to me. And I don't get that feeling much these days. Like the only... What do I get that with? Probably the games that I really respect the most, and I know, like, this is... I'm gonna say these things, and you're gonna probably get pissed off because you probably know where they come from, and I just don't. I'm not saying they don't come from anywhere, but to me it's novel. Like, what I see in The Binding of Isaac, which isn't, you know, it's like, oh, it's a roguelike. Okay. Yeah, in its name, it came from somewhere. Okay, I get it. But the synergies that you have going on in that game, and all that crazy shit that can happen... That's really impressive from a game design perspective, to do that and not just have the game go completely batshit crazy. It's very difficult to do that successfully, I think, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for the developer. I've talked about this before, for the developers, because they were able to balance, like, that's not an easy mechanic to do. And it's really, really fucking impressive that they did it. Another one that I have a profound respect for, I think the mechanics and balance are amazing. Darkest Dungeon, even though I'm complete shit at it, and that kind of gave me that feeling of like, whoa, this is awesome. Like, this is... I've been, for a long time, I've been thinking like, hey, you know, I had this old Final Fantasy game on the Game Boy, this turn-based RPG. Those don't do great anymore. Like, turn-based RPGs today mostly, like, suck. Because they've not really done anything other than graphics to become modern, I feel. Getting kind of low on vegetables. I think we're going to be okay, though. Yeah, they're getting ready to harvest, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I didn't feel like they really did anything to become modern, but then, like, Darkest Dungeon comes along and holy shit, this is exactly what this genre needed. It's amazing. They did a fan-fucking-tastic job making that game. And then you'd pile on top the fact that the theming and all the music and the narration is absolutely, like, top-notch. It's great. We're really lucky to have games like that. I'm trying to think what else there is that really gave me that sense of, holy shit, this is new and amazing. There's not really that much. And I think that a lot of it may have to do with just I don't really have time to find those games anymore, as much as I may try to. Banished definitely did it for me, which is why I was so excited to find this and start playing it. Because this seems to be, like, Banished kind of left me wanting more. It didn't really do what I wanted it to do. This one has why does this one have 12? That's a lot of pies stuck up in there. Probably because we don't have any workers to move anything. But yeah, Banished really left me wanting more. So this kind of feels like it's ooh, shit. That's a problem. But it's literally right next to the well, so no problem whatsoever. Yeah, Banished didn't go far enough. I feel like this is. This has much more stuff. And it's much more... There's much more gameplay to it. There's still things that are not great. Like it didn't seem like the hunter's cabin really did much to protect the chickens and shit, but, you know. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't really know how to get more chickens. I know I can just rebuild the whole thing, but it seems kind of silly. I'm gonna have to build a pen, like a whole thing with a gate and everything, but for all I know, they can just walk through the gate. I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes, but as we begin harvesting our vegetables, or potatoes, for year 15 here, I'm gonna have to call this an episode. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will join us for the next one as well. Take care.